Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have set number 70735. This is Ronin Rex from Ninjago Season 5 Possession. This was one of the 2015 releases for Ninjago, and this set retails for $49.99, contained a total of 4 figures plus another character, and it contains 547 pieces, so not a bad value at 9.1 cents per piece. The set overall does include, this Ronin Rex vehicle, but it also includes a little side dragon build. And this dragon is one of the larger, mini build dragons, like the small scalar ones, that are not Moro's dragon size. But I think that it looks really good for what it is. Some of the other ones are nice because they're really small. This one has a good size to it. The wingspan is pretty big, like longer than probably 2 figures big. So it takes up a good chunk of space. I like the wingtip pieces and the dual molding that they've got going on there. And the wings can rotate almost too easily, because it makes it a little bit hard to move the ball joint, but on the ball joint they can move all the way around. You can flap the wings up and down. You can do all sorts of things with the wings, so good posability there. The tail is just on, up and down hinges, bar and, clip hinges, but it's got a decent enough amount of posability, and you can twist the tail around. And the head is on a ball joint, so, it can move around, which works. And I think that the head actually looks good, it's got kind of a face going on there. From the side view it's a little weird. I guess from straight on the top it's really weird. But, from a little bit of a distance, it looks a little bit better. And I like how they got the red eyes going on there. And a figure can sit on there on those 4 studs, and it works perfectly fine. Nothing exceptional about it. But it's nice to have a little bad guy creature in the set to, face off against. But I think the Ronin Rex vehicle itself is, a little bit more impressive, and it's certainly a very, very unique design, especially for the Ninjago universe. On the back here, there's an Airjitsu launcher, which the set does come with, a ripcord so you can actually use it. And you just slide it right in here, and it goes all the way down. It's a little bit harder to use, so I don't think I have the exact launcher that came in the set. That one was a little bit straighter, just because of the way it was packaged. But, this works like normal Airjitsu launchers. You pull it, and the thing would launch. Before I do that, though, I want to show you what it looks like from the front, because in this set, they actually put a gearing system in there. So as you pull this back and forth, it will spin these propellers. And this, center section that I'm touching here also spins around. It's hard to notice because, it's just a circular piece, but, I like the engine spinning. But this does work like normal, and it didn't launch, but, you can get the point. I suppose we'll try that one more time. But while I do this, you can see, you can take this time to look at some of the details on the ship. It's got the, these up here, which do have stickers on them. As you can see, there's an identical one on this side. Sticker there, and there we go. That was just pretty magical. I just saw it fly up out of there. But, yeah. That's an Airjitsu flyer. I'm not going to take a look at the actual, how that works, because I've done that in Airjitsu flyer reviews. And, if you guys are really interested, maybe I'll make another separate video for you guys. But this whole back section is basically just for that feature. There's a handle here, which is very reminiscent of the, Airjitsu flyer handles. So you can hold it like that, and you'll be able to pull the ripcord. So, good, sturdy handhold there. And it works better if you kind of angle it, I think, at least from past experience. There are stickers on these little engines on the side, which actually have a really interesting shape from the front. I really like the way that looks. The stickers here on the side are good. You got some battle damage, kind of. You got these guns on the front, which can be angled up and down. They're on astromech legs. And sticker sticker, looks cool. And there is a little bit more detail up here. You can remove these swords and use them as weapons if you want. I don't remember if this particular set advertises that, but there's a sticker there, and there, those are kind of cool. From the very top, this back section looks really weird, but when you look at it from like a side angle like this, you don't see that. So I think that this is probably the most camera-friendly angle. But, yeah. And down here in the back, it is a little bit hard to see, but there is some deck space, kind of. And you have this clip here, which you can use to hold on to the arrow blade when you captured it from the bad guys. And that just, you know, kind of clips on there. I think it's actually supposed to be turned the other way so that it actually fits. But, yeah, you just clip that in there. And, you know, they get the arrow blades from Ronin, so it kind of makes sense. And there are some little barriers on the sides. You also have the Sword of Sanctuary, which is a cool little build. It looks awesome. And in there are some screen details, or like, you know, mechanical details on the walls that are stickers on these panels, and they're very difficult to see from here. That's the best look I'm going to get you with this one. They're cool, but, you know, a little bit tough to appreciate. However, it's nice to know that they're there. And overall, this back section, you know, it's kind of cool. It's nice and open. Not super show accurate, but forget about that. But this front cockpit area just folds open, and it'll push this top section out of the way. And inside you have an all-important coffee mug, some storage in the back, and you have a little printed Star Wars piece, 2x2 tile, that would, you know, unlock these, probably. And while we're here, you can have a little bit of a better look at these stickers. And this front section, which is the seat, just hinges up, and you A, have a console for Ronan, but B, you can remove his weapons and just sit him down. Whoops, there goes his hat. But yeah, you can just sit him down, and he fits perfectly in there. You don't have to remove the sheath because of the piece that's used for the chair. And you are able to clip his weapons into the back here. There are two on the bottom for his guns, because they won't fit on the tops with the katanas in here. And the katanas then will be able to fit up here. You can try it the other way around, but it's not going to work nearly as well. And this just folds down into a forward position when you have it like that. And yeah, overall, looks pretty cool like that. I would have liked to see a second actual seat kind of attached up here, but you can kind of make one up by just going right like that, and then you have two figures sitting inside, which is pretty cool and gives it a good look. Maybe it would have been nice to see this little balcony extend out just one stud, at least in the center. Because then this guy would actually, you know, Kai would actually be able to fit securely in there. Now, he's likely to fall off if you shake this around too much, maybe. But overall, I think that the design of this is kind of... I want to like it a lot, but I just can't for some reason. And that's not because of the design of this, that's because, or like of the set, it's just because of the design of the vehicle. You know, it's a little weird to me. I like the Slave 1 cockpit aspect to it, where, you know, it kind of rotates as you, like the seat folds down from the cockpit. I like that part of it, but the back of it just feels kind of and I'm not super happy with it, but overall I don't think it's bad, especially when you consider the relatively low price point of this thing. So the set comes with 3 bad guy characters, but one is a screamer. We don't need to take too much of a look at him because he's in most of the sets. He has one of the 2, you know, standard face expressions, and this one comes with a chicken leg, which you can also store inside the Ronin Rex as Ronin's lunch, and he comes with a dagger, so, you know. The other 2 ghost figures are the relatively common Attila. You know, this is the only set where he's named Attila, but he is just that standard ghost head standard ghost body, standard ghost legs, standard ghost back print on the standard ghost body, and he does have the Banshee mask, so he's that version of standard ghost. So super standard, but super ghosty. And I like the sword in this color, so cool to get. Gultar, on the other hand, is also very common, but he comes with this cool weapon. I like this ghost blade piece. I think that's really cool. And it is on a spear in this set, so, the spear is the handle. I'm going to remove it, though, because it takes up quite a bit of the, screen. And his head has this awesome ghost skull design, and I really like that for Gultar in every set he comes in. And there is the torso print front and torso print back. I love how the Lego skeleton design shows through there. I think that's really cool. And, especially because it's hidden by this cool ghost armor piece, I think that makes it, even more of a cool little hidden Easter egg, kind of, because it's underneath the torso. They didn't need to add that, really, because it's barely visible. But the ghost leg piece is cool as always. Really like this, trans neon green and dark blue color combination for that. Really cool looking and a really awesome figure, even if he is, relatively common. It's awesome to get these parts, multiple times. And the two good guys in this set are Ronin and Kai. Kai is the super common Deep Stone Kai. He's in just about every possession set. Not exactly, that's kind of an exaggeration, but not really. Because of an arrow blade, which is cool. I like the arrow blade centerpiece, and, overall the parts are cool, I guess. But the torso and legs are super common, especially the legs, because it's the same on the Skybound Ninja. And there's the back print on that. But Ronan is an exclusive figure, and this character only appears in 2 sets. So he is the real draw for the figures. All the other ones you can get in other places, but Ronan is the only one exclusive to this set. His hat, cool, in dark red for the first time. Also later appeared, in the other set that comes with Ronan. Not on the figure, but, in the set. The face is really cool. Not exclusive because it appears on the other version of Ronan, the other variant. And that's what it looks like. And it does have back print on there. And he has a dark red rebooted mask, which is cool. The torso print I really like. It's more of the classic Ronin that we've got going on here. I love the shuriken on the belt and the kind of metallic shine that all this red has. I think that it's a really cool design, and I like the orange shoulder armor, even if this orange isn't exactly the same shade. But, what can you do? He comes with one of these scabbards on the back, and underneath he comes with a printed scabbard, which is cool, and they continue that dark metallic red on the back, which is really, really cool. And overall, I love this design for the Ronin figure. I personally prefer it over the newer one. Maybe besides the inclusion of the hairpiece, I like that more than the hat, because, the hat doesn't exactly look like Ronin from the show, because he still has the hair underneath in the show, but I think the hair, does a better job of imitating his appearance, when he doesn't have the hat on. But overall, I think that it's still a really cool figure. I love the torso and leg print on this guy. And, he's the only figure in the set to really draw you to it. So overall, Ronin Rex is kind of a mixed bag. The build, I think certain people are going to really like it. Personally, I think it's alright, but there's nothing that, makes this stand out over others. I think the play feature with the Airjitsu launcher is pretty cool. It's kind of unique. Obviously, it's the same kind of thing as the Airjitsu, the Airjitsu flyers, which are a whole lot cheaper than this. So if that's all you care about, I'd go for one of those, because they also have cooler ninja figures to use with them. But, the whole system is kind of cool, and I do like it. And I do think that it's cool to have it, on a ship, especially when, this stuff spins. And I forgot to mention, you can also just spin it by turning this. So that's why this turns, turning the thing. So you can just spin that. Doesn't work as well as the ripcord, but you know. Overall, the build is kind of ish, alright. But if you like the way it looks, you buy the set, you will like it. If you don't like the way it looks, then, you know, maybe you can pass. The figures, there's nothing to draw you to the set besides Ronin. And that's the only reason I'm going to recommend it to Ninjago fans. If you don't care about figures and you're just looking for a build, you can pass this, unless you think it looks cool. But the rest of it is just kind of whatever. The dragon is, you know, it's a dragon. Nothing special. Ronin Rex, it's Ronin Rex, nothing special. So, yeah, anyway. Overall, I think that it's a decent set. Give it probably a C. Ronin is the real thing that carries it. The real thing that drags it down is the fact that all the other figures are super common. There's none that are even slightly harder to get. I believe that there are cheaper ways to get every single one of these, except maybe Gultar, but still he appears in so many that it's hard to not get one. Yeah, the build, it's a build, so, you know. That's pretty much all I got to say about the Ronin Rex. You know, let me know what you guys think of the set in the comment section down below. I do think that this set will be kind of a forgettable set. It's not going to be a standout. You know, as years go by, you know, people are going to just kind of, I don't think it will have much aftermarket value besides the Ronin figure. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye, everyone.